Good morning. It's not going to be a good audio day, but I'm hoping it's going to be a good fishing day. So, I am on Lake Grapevine, as you can tell. Guys, I apologize. My audio's terrible here. It was really windy and it was kind of coming down that little chute, but basically what I said was I've never been here. The lake's 10 or 12 feet high. The lake has some smallmouth and Florida stain largemouth in it. And I was just itching to go fishing. And, you know, the only thing that really concerned me was I have zero familiarity in this area. So, I mean, there's picnic tables out in the water, there's poles, there's street. As a matter of fact, I saw a street sign, 4 inches under the water. Luckily, the water's pretty clear, but I did have a guy walk down right after I started fishing and say, "Hey, buddy, can you not fish through there? You're in our parking lot." And we had a ski boat run over our power cable yesterday and cut the cable to the whole power to the whole marina. So it was a little bit spooky. Again, I never haven't seen the lake, but I did have fun going back after this and looking at Google Earth and kind of seeing what I was fishing. But anyway, that's that first part of that audio right there. Well, I just ran to my first fishing spot. It took 1.5 seconds. Look at that stuff, man. I'm gonna whack them. Now, little did I know I was not gonna whack them. But I will say, I mean, I even looking back, I'm not sure why I didn't, because this is an area, this lake is like 10 or 11 feet high right now. And I was on areas where I could get to the hard bank. You know, that's part of the problem at Rayburn is if you're fishing the edge of the brush, you may be a half a mile from the bank. That's not the case through here. I should have been able to get some bites through here. And I mean, that willow bush right there on your right is 17 feet, excuse me, on your left, is 17 feet deep. So I don't know if I just caught it on a bad day or if there's just not that big a population in the lake. I've always heard that the lake fish is real small, that there's a couple little areas where all the fish are congregated, but I don't know where those areas are, and I just went out there slinging and didn't run around a lot, but it's really, really good looking. Right back there on an elm tree that didn't get it. But it's really gorgeous, holy smokes. The water's really clear. I had no idea. I picked up a chatterbait and I could see it from probably 5 feet down. No idea. If I can figure out where they are, I'm gonna catch some fish. Not to bury the lead here, but this is my second of my 2 bites of the day. So this is as exciting as this video is going to get. And this is a really nice fish. And again, I don't know, I don't know why I couldn't get more bites, but see some interesting stuff here in a minute if y'all want to stick around. But that was a solid 3.5 pounder right there. And chatterbaits, I've done a lot of flooded water fishing with Rayburn, the way it fluctuates over the years. And as I said earlier, one of the things you want to look for is where you can get fish brush close to the bank. And this was stuff, I really, really was surprised. So I think those are soccer fields on my right there. Those are dugouts. But these individual trees out here, I was really surprised I couldn't get bit. And there's, of course, there's a lot of willow bushes in the pockets, but there's lots of little different kinds of trees, little elm trees, little oak trees all around this lake. And man, I flipped them. I threw chatterbaits by them. I threw a wacky Cinco around them some. I just really stunned I couldn't get bit. So, but there was some interesting stuff. And, again, I was getting a little spooky. I had just seen that sign a second before this. And I had seen a lot of stuff on forward imaging, which, by the way, I really used my forward imaging on both the perspective and on forward mode to avoid stuff. There were several things. As a matter of fact, the ramp over to my left here, there was 3 big, what I'm assuming are pieces of concrete sitting in the middle of the ramp that they don't want you up on the, I guess they weren't letting people back down as the water came up. But I got to tell you, I really use my forward imaging a lot, sort of as hazard avoidance, if you will. So And again, I didn't see many bait fish. I really didn't see many fish at all out off the bank, suspended. So I looked with forward imaging because of the water clarity, but I just didn't see much other than what appeared to be some sand bass to me. Well, I gotta say, and please feel free to comment below, but it sucks. And you know I have heard in the past that this lake is a lot like Texoma, and that some days it just seems like you can catch fish on everything, and some days it feels like there's no fish in the lake. I've had 2 bites. I had a bite on a pole right after I put the boat in the water, and then I don't know if I even got footage of the fish I jumped off. I jumped off a 2-pounder on chatterbait. And I mean, you can see on the trees, the water looks like it's dropped about that much, which really shouldn't move these fish much. I don't know. I have flipped hardwoods. I flipped willows from 20 feet up to probably 4 feet where you can see the bottom. I've thrown a chatterbait. I've thrown a frog. I've got on some long stuff and thrown a. I went on the dam. I threw a crankbait on the dam a little bit. I threw a shaky head on the dam till I lost it. I went down the lake and got out on a boat ramp that's underwater and a roadbed and fished both of them. I had a bite on the boat ramp, but he just thumped it. Probably was a sand bass. The only thing I can think of that might still work is I'm gonna put on a hollow body swim bait. I'm gonna fish through here. It's a little afternoon, and truthfully, there's stuff I'd rather be doing than out here in the heat not catching anything. So if I can't get a bite here in the next little bit, here comes another American Airlines jet. So anyway, I'm gonna fish a little bit longer. I'm gonna throw a hollow body a little bit in the trees. I don't know, but anyway, if I don't get bit, I'll be heading back to Richardson, Texas here in a little bit because there's stuff I'd rather be doing than out here not getting any bites. Even though the fishing is fun, and I mean, I fish some stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna get bit right there, and it doesn't happen. So I don't know. I do know now. I have reinforced the reason why when people say, why is your lake house so far away? That I say, well, because I got buddies down there today getting 30 and 40 bites flipping the trees, and I'm flipping the same stuff here and can't get a bite. That's why we drive so far to our lake house. That's why. Let's see where our swimming baits are. Right here. So we get something out that's incredibly weedless. A little 4.5 inch, 4.8 inch, whatever it is, hollow body, little Sprite King. Hold on a hook. Ooh, that ain't a very big hook for that bait. And we'll fling it around a little bit and see if anybody wants it. Go check it out. Waterland Optics. Y'all know I'm normally pretty positive. This blows. Going home. No fun. I've wound baits, I've dropped baits, I've hopped baits. Newberry always says if you go through a group of fish, they'll show themselves. You can fish fast. And I ain't seen fish but that one, and I'm not gonna go fishing for a bite every 5 freaking hours. And I did not say the nasty word there, but I got really close. So, sorry for the crappy trip, guys. Thought it'd be better. I just, you know, and I enjoy fishing, and I'm sorry I'm a negative Nelly right now, but I don't get a lot of days off. And when I get a day off, I want to catch some fish. I I don't want to come out on a crap lake and not get any bites. Oh well. Go see my boys. Well, what I didn't think about. Well, and again, bad audio and maybe some cuss words mixed in here. It was 47 minutes since I parked my boat. What I didn't realize was there is one boat ramp open, and every pontoon boat and wake boat and ski boat and runabout that was not already in a slip on the lake was wanting to get out this day. So it was a mess. I watched a guy, you had to back about 100 yards down about a lane and a half wide boat ramp here, which is really not the ramp, it's the road down to the boat ramp. I watched a guy I almost went down there and just drove it down there for him. So anyway, I think I said something right here that I won't be back anytime soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.